So it's a little after 6 a.m. on Saturday, and we just wrapped the second day of shooting, which for me was the first day of shooting because I didn't have any scenes the first day. And as it turned out, all of my most violent scenes were today, so it was a really challenging day. Earlier in the afternoon, I had to use a lighter for the first time ever. I know it's kind of silly that I've never used a lighter, but it was actually really difficult. It's a cheap metal Zippo. It has a really neat little meat cleaver on the front, but problem is it got really, really hot because, well, whenever somebody turned it on for me, I didn't want to have to deal with that again, so I just left it on for a while, and the flame was really high, and it just got really hot, and I kept burning my fingers, so that was kind of nerve-wracking. Especially walking up this flight of stairs, the draft was making the flame come back towards my hands, and I was kind of freaking out, so that was harder than it should have been. But later in the day I used it again, learned how to turn it on myself, and kind of enjoyed it a little bit too much at that point maybe, so it was interesting. By 4:30 in the morning, a little bit earlier, I was lying on the cellar floor with a pig mask on, covered with fake blood. A little bit later, I was in the bathroom in the servant quarters in this mansion with no hot water, trying to rinse the fake blood out of my hair and eating a cookie, and trying to get ready again back in my clean costume for a scene that happens earlier. So then probably around 5:30, we were shooting one of my several death scenes actually, and at that point, I'm kind of delirious at this point, and a little bit earlier too, so I kind of had sort of a freak out in the middle of that scene and had to sit down for a bit. Got kind of panicky with there's a knife really close to my face over and over and over again, and it's just been such a long day. But I think that the end result is good. We had a few more scenes we wanted to get done today, but things took a long time. We had a lot of crazy setups. We had, aside from the fire, we had somebody hanging upside down for a few scenes, and we had the knife in my face, and the fake blood. We had a leaking ceiling somewhere in the house, which is bad for the house, but it turns out we actually needed to get footage of a leaking ceiling at some point anyway. We were going to do that, once we got back home, but weird day, weird, long, challenging day, fun, exciting. I don't know. It's going to be a long rest of the week, but I'm looking forward to it.